You might imagine standing at the edge of a forest, one you've seen before, but can't quite remember when. The air smells of rain and possibility. You hesitate, because people always do, at the border of the unfamiliar. And the mind whispers its oldest story. Don't go there. You don't know what lives inside. But something else, quieter, wiser, leans in and says, exactly, you don't know what lives inside. So you step forward. And every step that once felt like uncertainty begins to sound like a rhythm you've always known. Your breath finds it first, in and out, like walking a bicycle until balance appears. Your heartbeat matches it next, a drum guiding you deeper into a familiar song that you forgot you wrote. Because that's what learning really is. Remembering what your cells already rehearsed. The unknown becomes a rehearsal room. And every time you face it, you practice being someone larger than fear. In this story, there's a strange thing that happens. The trees ahead begin to glow faintly. Each one a possibility, each one a what if. And you realise the future, it isn't built from choices. It's built from courage to keep choosing. Some futures, they grow wild because no one plants them. Others blossom because someone finally said, I'm tired of rehearsing my limitations. You can almost hear your own inner voice smirking. About time. Now, if you pause here and chunk up to the bigger picture, it's funny how fear always pretends to be logic. It tells you staying still is safer. But science, the biology of brains, and the electricity of learning shows the opposite. Stagnation is stress. Neurons need novelty the way lungs need air. That's why curiosity feels good. It's literally your nervous system saying, thanks for feeding me. And yes, there are consequences, always. Ignore the call of the unfamiliar, and life dulls at the edges. Colours fade. Conversations loop. Your dreams start recycling old footage, as if the mind, bored out of its skull, is replaying reruns. But walk toward the unknown, even trembling, and something rewires. You begin to feel alive in the same way lightning feels alive. Dangerous to the old identity, luminous to the new one. Because eventually you'll see, the job of a healer, teacher, or even a scientist of the soul isn't to eliminate fear. It's to make it familiar enough to walk beside, to hold the bicycle, hum the song, point to the horizon, and whisper, you've done harder things than this. And one day you realise, the voice whispering, that was your own, from the future, echoing backward through time. Imagine yourself a few weeks from now, catching yourself mid-hesitation and smiling, because you recognise the pattern. The body tightens, the breath catches, and instead of pulling away, you lean in. You say softly, all right, this is just new. And in that moment, the unfamiliar becomes a friend you haven't met yet. That's how people grow, naturally, efficiently, beautifully. The mind rehearses, the heart remembers, the body integrates. And so perhaps, as you listen to these words, your own inner language is updating, installing nothing foreign, only reactivating what was dormant. That ancient confidence of being able to learn anything, heal through curiosity, and teach by walking beside others until they remember their own balance. Because the story is the hypnosis, and the learning happens whether you notice it or not. The same way dawn happens, even when your eyes are closed. Every act of courage you take today becomes tomorrow's familiarity. Every step into uncertainty writes a new rule for how reality works in your presence. So go ahead, breathe, step, smile. You already know the way. You're just remembering it again.